Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here today with Veronica Sevilla, who is General Manager of the Quito Tourism Board in Ecuador. And we're going to learn a little bit about what's going on in Quito today, what your clients can do there, and everything that's all about Quito. And this is Insider Travel Report. Now, Veronica, thanks for spending some time with us so we can learn a little bit about Quito. But tell us about Quito. What are the things that people should do there in terms of tourism?
Well, thank you, Jim. Quito is a universal city, is a globalized city, but the nice thing is about Quito, it's a mixture between traditional and the traditional experiences you can have there, genuine, authentic in our historical center, and also the modern part and the adventure part in the nature we are surrounded of. Mm-hmm. So the nature, Quito is a city inside one of the most biodiverse places in the world.
Yeah, Ecuador is well known for that, right?
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, we are just in the middle and surrounded by the Andes. And the Andes, because we are surrounded by the Andes, you can find lots of different climates from 1,000 meters above sea level to 4,500 meters above sea level. And besides all those climates, you will find the city inside. So it has been built more than 500 years ago by the Spanish people that conquered the Incas and the Quitus, which are the original people from Quito. And that syncretism makes us very unique, and especially our historical part, which has been declared the cultural heritage of the world. It was the first city to be declared in 1978.
Wow. And what will you do in terms of attractions? What would be the things that you would say are must-sees and that you would recommend that people do?
Well, I would say that the must-sees, of course, is the historical center, but it's not only seeing, it's just interacting with the locals and being there with the genuine culture, the lifestyle we have. We as Quiteños, we live like that. It's not a fake place. You can really interact with the locals, go to the business we have like for 200 or 300 years ago in the family, and also you can also go to the modern part and just enjoy the art, the new developments, and then have a hike, and of course watch all the hummingbirds and birds and the spectacle bear, which is the bear nearby the city. It's our icon bear. Right. And also, of course, you can live the gastronomy. And the gastronomy...
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you about the food. Everybody,
the food is amazing, Nobody knows... Our food is not very well known. We are working on that as the Quito Tourism Board and developing our brand as the gastronomy brand. But the thing is that since we have so many climates, we have a lot of ingredients that we can grow around the city. So our gastronomy is very diverse. And it's soups, it's pork-based things, or the cuy, which is another kind of meat that we eat, and also salads and international food. It's a gastronomy center in Quito. We have the most famous gastronomy schools of Ecuador inside Quito, so it is a lot to offer.
And how large a city is it?
The city has almost 3 million people.
Okay.
But the thing is, we are spread around. There's the center of Quito, which is in this between the Andes, and then you have the satellite cities, which are, for example, Cumbaya or Tumbaco, or many other places where we have developed trendy places that you can go and you can make your hiking in the morning and go eating in a very nice place. In the afternoon, you can really go and experience something with the locals, like an artisan. And the handicrafts are very well known in Quito, and they are not so expensive. So we are, let's say, a handicraft shopping destination because of the quality and the good price of the handicraft.
And where would I stay if I go to Quito? What are the kinds of accommodation options you have in the city?
Well, you have plenty of them. You have, of course, the backpacker, you have, of course, the luxury ones, and besides of those two, you can have boutique hotels. There's also the option to stay with the locals. As you know, in this digital world, absolutely, everybody can stay with the locals. But we have one of the best hotels in the world in this historical part of Quito, and we also have a National Geographic and a Geo lodge in the cloud forest. And besides that, we have more. I would say that you can really choose from modern, traditional, local, we have plenty of options for accommodations.
Now, and also you can use Quito as a base to explore the rest of Ecuador too, right?
Yes, perfect, because Quito is the gateway to Ecuador. If you go to Galapagos, for example, you land in Quito, I would recommend for you to stay at least 3 nights before going to Galapagos. Otherwise, you will feel like, oh my God, I knew that this had so much content and experience, I would have stayed more. And that's something that I've been hearing the 15 years I've been in tourism. So that's why we are working to show people that Quito is worth at least 3 nights.
Okay. So. Well, Veronica, thank you very much for taking the time to explain all the reasons to visit Quito. I'd love to come there myself one of these days.
You are invited.
And
you should.
I should come, and we can do videos from Quito next time. We are actually now at the U.S. Tour Operators Association conference, and it's been a great conference, but I think Quito would be a lot better, right?
Yeah, we expect you to have you in Quito. We will welcome you in Quito, and all the agents and the customers of all the USTOA associates.
Great. Well, thank you again, Veronica, and I am James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.